Cool. Okay, there we go. Stupid NVIDIA broadcast. Taking over stuff when it shouldn't. Text it. Okay. We are going to be working on project. Nice. Network is running correctly. Now I just gotta get the animations to actually play. That's what we want to see. Oh, he's missing the head in that. Maybe I shouldn't change the head. No, I have to. Otherwise the camera messes up. Okay, then I need to figure out what all I can and can't put on. Look right. Ugh. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, so turn off everything. Why does that still not look right? Something looks off about that. Of course I did it on that one too. I don't think I need this one. Did I put anything on that guy? Just the animator. Okay, so I don't need that one. Hit M. Okay. Okay, that looks right. Let's try again. Oh. Boots are killing me. The hell? Okay. 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 That proxy needs to be on. Okay. change this up. So go to a private. I don't like how I did that. Oof, I don't miss coding manually. Yeah. It's the problem is that there was no multiplayer for this, so I'm trying to like look at the docs on how Unity's new netcode system works, and trying to we're trying to get this system to actually work. It's kind of working. It's just not great. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Star house. Okay. So there's our player. Now we need our player 2. Our client. Okay, so there's our guy. My whole 2D space MMO server client and editor. Nice. I'm not a big fan of the whole I'm not a big fan of having to code this. I would much rather use a system to do it, but we're doing a lot of stuff that hasn't been done yet with this particular system. Not with the Plus version. You'll need the Pro version. Yeah. I don't know what I have. I might have the Pro version. I know I was using it to do some crazy stuff, making my own Jarvis system a long time ago. But this, I feel like this system is just so nitpicky. And I've talked with the owner and stuff, and he was like, yeah, we haven't really gotten anybody to actually get the multiplayer side to work. I have Pro and I'm planning to go Total Pro. Hell yeah. I'm not a coder by trade. I'm actually, I would say, technically I'm a producer by trade. But I've done environmental design, level design, you know, game design, like that sort of stuff. I'm just not a programmer. Programming is not one of those things I do. I've produced a lot of games, but this is the first time I'm doing something for myself, you know, not working for other people. So it's a little bit of pain. You good with shaders? Some I am. There are some. Like, I did my own cell shader once. That was really, really cool. I quite enjoyed that. To make it look like a Borderlands. But that was a lot of practice to get that to work, to be honest with you. So it looks like it's working, which is good. I don't want it to go away. I gotta put it over here so I can actually see. Because I lost $80 on Shade Row 3 and I have to make them a totally bad review. Oh, that's pain. But bought the other one for 80 bucks? Yeah, that's pain. Alright, so I just need to fix the animations are not showing up in between them. I'm moving, and that part's working. So now I just gotta sync the animations client versus server side. Oh wait, that might be a little bad because it's showing. Yeah, it is, but the second one, the devs are replying to me. First one, ignore me. Sync or make it a state sync? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the transform is off, and I'm wondering if that's because the animation's off, would be my guess. Because if I move the camera around, it like throws the character transform on the camera, not the actual location of the player. So I gotta fix that. I got motion graphs on everything. Yeah, because here, like, I'm standing next to the ball, but on here, I'm right in front of me. And if I move the camera around, it's pushing that. Back state is easy by the way. Server predictions are a freaking pain. Even ChatGPT Pro struggled. Yeah, server predictions not very fun, especially when you're shooting. Anything shooting or projectile or anything of that nature is honestly a pain in the ass. That's why I like a lot of medieval games, because it's way easier to synchronize a sword than it is a gun. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, we're close. We are very close in terms of it working. Try to move him up. He should change. Yeah. Okay, so all of that's working. Just need to fix a few things. You'll figure it out for sure. Oh yeah, it's just taking way too long to figure this out. I've been stuck on this for like 2 days. But once I get, like, this is the biggest part of the game. So once I get this done, like, I've already got the gun stuff figured out, and I just gotta swap that stuff out, because right now it's just using a prototype. But, like, once all that's done, this will actually move pretty damn fast. It's just, this part is the hardest part, in my opinion. Get through it. Get through it. Manually it's taking longer, for sure. That's why I abandoned coding. I made a race with AI. He's 100 times faster than me. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, you know what? I didn't even test. I guess it is. Yeah. Okay, so the proxy is gone. And it is showing the correct. So I think once I get the animators lined up. This is what I don't understand still, though. Because it's locked to the camera, even though... I figured having the motion controller on there would help that. See, and that's pointing to the right one, so that's not the problem here. I don't have another camera on this guy, do I? I don't think I do. Can I show you the engine he have made on Unity? Yeah, what is it? It's not like on the asset store. Sorry, talking about. You should be able to. I don't think he'll ban you or time you out or anything. %, made by AI. Nice. Space MMO content editor. I like that UI though. That's actually pretty nice. Is it serializing it? Are you creating scriptable objects? Yeah. It's placing them on scriptables? Okay. I say that looks like a scriptable object down there. Custom sprite. Nothing else to do other than click place. Hell yeah. That's cool. And then you just build a database up there once you figure all this out. Just the grid size, yeah. That's pretty cool. What was that? There's an old game a long time ago that I used to play. Something like Masters of Orion or something like that. That reminds me of that. I think it was this game, yeah. I used to love this game when I was younger. I feel like there was a game older than this. It was that premise though, where you like talked with these. Like this looks too new compared to the ones I'm thinking of. Dark Orbit, is that the one? I don't think it was this one. Mostly negative. Ouch. No, it reminds me of Masters of Orion, but that's not. That looks way too new. Oh, is that like that must be like a remastered version. Yeah, this. I remember this. Holy. This was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I remember this. This is what I used to play when I was way younger. 96, yeah. Yeah, Dark Orbit, War Universe, they're freaking unbalanced, and if you do not start at the beginning of the game, you're screwed, yeah. EVE Online's principles, yeah. Hell yeah. There was one that I just got the other day. Oh boy. It's an old MMO. People still play it too. I've got like the gold edition of it, and it's like in this gold box thing. And it's something like that. I played ESO, WoW, you know, stuff like that. What other MMOs? Oh, the Star Wars MMO. High sec low, sec null, sec, but not yet implemented. Nice. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. I saw someone else that was using AI to like automatically create these sprints and stuff too, or the sprites. Sheesh. That's a lot of ships. Enemy AI needs to be improved. Fair. I like that UI layout too. It's actually pretty nice. All versus admin ship. Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's insane. I feel like there's definitely some stuff. There was this like YouTube channel that I was watching, and they were doing like the different AIs and then seeing which one can make a game faster and better and all this stuff, and they had like given themselves 24 hours to do it. There was a couple of them that came out, and like some of those AI games were actually pretty damn good. I feel like AI is good if you know how to use it properly, you know. I tried Claude, Gemini, and GPT. Yeah. GPT is nice for the paid versions because then you have the project folders, and then you can Like that was the biggest issue with a lot of AI stuff is that it doesn't understand the context or the knowledge base. But now that they've added the projects into it, it can kind of remember. The problem is it still is very holistic, in my opinion. Like it's getting way better than what it was, but it's still very holistic. It can go off on its own tangents, and you just have to recognize that that's what it's doing and stop it. You know. GPT is better if you have the pro version. Otherwise, Claude is better. Yeah, I've heard that actually. Heard that a lot. I can't remember. If, I'm pretty sure I have pro. It's either pro or plus. Can't remember. I was using ChatGPT way before ChatGPT became mainstream. Like we actually had a license to it way back in the day. I would say like 7-8 years ago. And then when it blew up, it was like, oh, this big thing. And I was like, bro, we've been using this. We've been using this for a while. Me and at my companies and stuff like that. Pro Tier 1 is extreme. Already Pro Tier 2. Vive 20x more tokens. Oof. Yeah. I might even be on the plus. I can't remember. Oh, wait. 2 gives 20 more tokens. Yeah, that's really cool, though. It's really cool. Plus is 20 a month. Pro 1T is 100. Pro T Tier 2 is 160. Woo! Boy. Adds 1 minute. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we got that working. So I took off the motion controller. So now I just need to... Alright. Save that. I need to create a new script. Call this network human animator. It's been a while. I did not see you in streaming. I guess last time you were working on Gaio World Editor Standalone. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've streamed, actually. Well, I've been picking it back up as of lately. Or I've been trying to stream a lot more. So I think the last big stream that I did before coming back, I've only been re-streaming, I think, for the last couple of maybe last week or so. But the last big stream I did, I was doing I hosted or co-hosted with the Messy Coder, and we did that big old charity stream. I think that was the last time I did like something big. It's been a while. I think I saw it, but did not come. Was busy. Yeah. I mean, that was a heck of a stream. That was a 24-hour stream, and we had so many people that we interviewed and did all sorts of stuff with. It was actually really cool. It was really cool. I interviewed a lot of people. I know Messy did, and then there was another guy too. I can't remember who else came, but can't remember the other guy's name. I usually like trying to do that, and it was like he does it every year too, like right around Christmas. I want to say we had like 32 or 35 interviews or something like that within 24 hours. Like we brought on a lot of crazy people too. Like it wasn't like just small name stuff. I know I brought on like I interviewed the director of DICE for Battlefield 2042, Fozzie Mesmar. One of the heads of YouTube esports and stuff. It was pretty fun. We had to go out and like find our own people to interview. So he made me go out and find these people. um, Unity, netcode. Code. Is it netcode? No, Unity. Not netcode. Bad. Bad. Lovely day of stream, yeah. Right now it's just chill. I got another hour-ish before I have to leave to go do a couple of things, and then I get back on. After about 4:30, it's about an hour and a half, I'll probably be back on, and we usually game it up with the boys. Nowadays I'm doing like Battlefield 6, and then we're doing GTA RP. We've got our own RP server, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. I did not mean to do that. I want to do now. Proxy. It would be proxy animator. Never got into GTA. The only one I enjoyed was GTA 1. Yeah. So we do GTA 5, and it's through FiveM. But like, so my character, he's a cop character, which is pretty cool. But like, there's a whole this server in particular, I like it a lot because it's RPG element based. So you actually have like a skill tree, and you actually have to do things, and everything that you do adds to that skill tree and stuff. So it's not like GTA Online where it's just run and gun everybody down. You actually can't do that. So, but yeah, it's really fun. We're trying to get more people in it, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But other games, like I've been playing, I took a massive break from Escape from Tarkov. I was playing that like crazy too. I do those do you remember those I don't know how old you are, but there's back in the early 2000s there was the Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth games. They're like the old RTS games. Yeah, I remember you streaming it daily. If I recall, I was streaming Tarkov daily. I was a big Tarkov player for a while. I've got like over 8,000 hours in that game. But no, so there was those old Battle for Middle-earth games. They're old RTS ones, and then there was a community that came in and modded them, and essentially added new armies, new maps, rebalanced the game, all this sort of stuff. And that game is so much fun. I still like playing that too. The team's done a massively good job. But I was playing that. That'd be a float. Oh. What's that? Moosey. Is that not a network variable? New network. bowl. Oh boy, it's been so fucking long since I've done this. No, it'll still be afloat. Oh, I'm so freaking dumb. So dumb. Okay. So then we need to do this, and then so instead of float, it would be bowl. And then it'd be grounded. And this would be a bowl. It'd be that. And it wouldn't be grounded, it would be crouching. Okay. Another one, it would be grounded, it would be sprinting. And aiming. And then jumping. And then falling. That's it. And then we're gonna do public void seed sets state. And no, that's not what the fuck I wanted. Float speed. Bool is grounded. Bool is crouching. Bool is sprinting. Bool is aiming. Is jumping, and then bool is falling. And then if the server is that not right? Is Grounded not working? I need to learn shadering because I want to add it for Patreons. Nice. I'm so fucking dumb. That's why. Oh, I hate coding. It's just the small things where you forget a comma or some shit. I want to avoid Steam. Where are you gonna go? Itch.io? Or where are you planning on going if it's not Steam? Why is server not working? Oh, you're gonna self-promote it? Nice. Why would that not work? Ready to inject $10,000 into ads. Sheesh. Yeah. I mean, do what Tarkov did, right? Tarkov didn't blow up for like 2 years after it released. Yeah, I think it was like 14 is when they released. It didn't start getting big until 16. I really want to avoid Steam's 30% in their own rules. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Is you can still push by yourself and on Steam, right? You just can't undercut Steam. So I would use Steam's like visibility rounds and stuff like that, right? Just so you can get the advertising, but then like your whole plan is to push as much as possible to your own thing. You know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, yes, while it is 30%, that's just more people getting the visibility on it. So, but do both, because there's nothing to say that you can't. You know, you might as well, right? But you're like all your websites and TikTok and everything else, that's what pushes to your website for like selling it. But everything else, like, yeah, I'd still put it on Steam. Fuck that. But if I go monthly fees, they will charge me, I guess. What do you mean? $30% per month. Yeah, so I mean, you're gonna get that. Well, they're gonna take it from you automatically before you get your payout, so you'll never have to worry about it through Steam. Like they'll say, okay, you've made, let's say, $500 this month. They're gonna take their 30% before they even pay you out. Yeah, so you never are being like, oh, I've got to write a check to Steam. No, they take that shit before you ever see it. Yeah, you literally have to do nothing. And then they give you the tax document at the end of the year and shows how much you've paid and stuff like that. And then you use that, what you paid into Steam as a cost, right? So then you write that off in your taxes. So there's so many things to it, but I wouldn't not post on Steam because of the 30%. I would post on Steam purely for the visibility. Use your update rounds and be very strategic on how you use your update rounds. But you know, when you have a big update or something like that, yeah. And then yeah, dude, like if you're planning on selling on your own website and that's the route you want to go, having it on Steam is just going to make you more money. And this is the thing I've told people all the time too, is that no matter what, Like, your game will sell, right? It's just a matter of how much it sells, right? Like, people are like, oh, well, my game won't make a sell. No, it probably will. It's just a matter of how much, right? My Quebec government in Canada, it's 15%. So here's the thing with Canada too. You should absolutely 100% go and get grants. Canada is one of the best when it comes to grants. And especially with you using AI too. Like, I cannot tell you how many games that I've worked on from Canada that got the grants of like thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars for literally fucking nothing. You know what I mean? And like, their games shouldn't have. They were like crypto games. You know what I mean? So oh yeah, 100%, 100%. There is an actual I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there is a legitimate multimedia fund for Canadians for making games. It's like an entire thing, an entire grant system just for that. 100%. Now you have to do it in a certain amount of time. Like, there's a window for it, and you have to apply and stuff like that. You just tell them what your game name is. Like, some of the like the mechanics foundations that you're doing, like the fact that you're using AI to help make a game and blah blah blah, you know, something like that. And then yeah, they just give you the funding. It's absolutely insane. I wouldn't say that. Canada is actually a powerhouse for game development, especially in like Montreal. Honestly, like, Montreal is a powerhouse. And there's so many good companies out there. But I hope that your game becomes an ultimate powerhouse in Canada. That would be amazing. That's good for you, you know? Apply when I'm ready to launch. You want to do it before you launch. You want to do it before you launch. You want to do it because it's quote unquote technically to help fund your game. Like, I gotta remember or try to figure out what it was, but it was a whole legitimate thing. Canada's really good for their gaming multimedia. And they push for people to make their own companies, game studios out there. Yeah. But yeah, that's something I would look into. Because like I said, I know a guy that one of the companies that I worked for got it for a crypto video game, and he got it. You know what I mean? And honestly, if he can get it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? One second, I gotta take this phone call. I don't understand why is server is not working because that is right. It would be if the server or is not a server, then return, and then this is what it says in their own docs. What? How? It doesn't exist in the current context. Do I not have... Whatever. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Because it'd be private void at that point. Void update, yep. My MMO server, I have no idea why, but it was supposed to be local. Ended up that people can access it. Yeah, when you go client side versus server side, that's a real hard one. Real hard one. The first ever MMO that I worked on, it was Reign of Darkness, and we did pretty well, but we had a big problem with hacking, and a lot of it was because a lot of it was client side, and then we had to like redo a bunch of it to make it server side. It was actually pretty fucking bad. All right, proxy animators null. Proxy animators equals null. That's what I want. And then return. And then here we're going to do the proxy animator dot set float. And then we're going to run all of the speed, whatever, move, speed, dot value. Shouldn't that be capital S? Pretty sure this would be... No, it is lowercase. Okay. I don't fucking know. I just work here. Okay. Okay, so then we do the proxy. Proxy animator dot set bool. Grounded. Grounded dot value. Perfect. And then we're gonna copy this. And then we're going to change this to, what is it, crouching? Crouching dot value. Ah. Alright, crouching. Is that sprinting? Okay. And then what is aiming? That's right. And then we're gonna do jumping. Jumping. There. And then we're gonna do falling. Oh my god. Okay. Will this actually work? Should ask Copilot, see what Copilot says. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Cool. 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 Real cool. Real cool. I gotta also remove Invector because I'm not actually using Invector. Is this not going to fucking work because I don't have an animator to it? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, there it is, right there. So what the hell? There we go. Okay, I need to go prepare food, and I'll listen to heavy bass music now. That was nice talking to you. Hey, yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Take care, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Have good food. Food actually doesn't sound bad right now. So we need to check these. Okay, that looks good. Alright, bye. Off to open house. Nice. Bye bye. Actually, I got 5 minutes. Nice. What open house? Are you trying to buy a house or sell a house? Oh, fifth grade open house. Okay, school. Kids. Nice. Ours doesn't start for a hot minute, actually. Lyric starts. I don't know when her starts, actually. I really don't. I would imagine it'd be sometime this week. I'm trying to work on the animations syncing up, and you know, I gotta get the animations to sync up to the server. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Why is set source animator not working? Noise when I get back. I have a new test for AI hostage. Heck yeah. I'm actually gonna get off here in about 5-ish minutes. Actually, I probably should be getting off now. Go pick up the lady from work. And then when I get back, I'll be back on. No, I was there. I saw it. I asked the hostage questions too. He said, I don't know. Not a useful hostage at all. No, I was still there. Yeah, I got a few things to work on it, but hopefully helps give Kerma start doing something other than selling weed or worried about drugs. Yeah, that's true. I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Because set source animator should be a appropriate function. Object value? What? Why would it be object value? That doesn't make no sense. doesn't make no sense, does it? Because that should be network. That's amazing. Alright, guys. I gotta dip out of here. I'll be back here in a little while. Be back in a little while. So, see everybody. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.